Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Your Trip is Short podcast. My name's Eric Lucier. Thank you for joining me once again. It is Wednesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all of those that are with us and all of those that fought for us. It's been a crazy week here outside of Burlington, Vermont, where I live, where the weather has been really second to none. I mean, I've worn shorts 3 of the last 4 days, and after waking up with snow on the ground last Tuesday, it's been a nice added bonus. Can't quite predict what's going to go on in the world right now, as we all know, and as we've all seen, and music has always been that escape. It doesn't matter the surroundings of your environment, whether it's local or national or international. Perhaps you've used it just like I have, where you can just throw on some earbuds. Maybe you've got some good studio earphones. Or you just sit there in a room and with good monitor speakers and turn it up really loud. It's just an escape. And it's amazing what a good song can do for your attitude. I unfortunately have gotten away from that a little bit this year, but I've also been filling my ears with some much different things, and perhaps we'll use another episode of the Your Trip is Short podcast to talk about that. But this is number 4, and I was thinking about it yesterday, trying to figure out if I should come up with some sort of clever name, or for an episode that is, or just continue with the numbering sequence. And what I really want to do, I believe, is just make this spontaneous. Jump on the podcast real quick, record a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe it's a little bit longer, and then play some music because, as I've already mentioned in some previous episodes, podcasting should have been about music from day one, and due to licensing and the infighting that really went on with record producers and master holders and what have you, copyright owners, they never took advantage of what the medium could be. And commercial radio, as I've mentioned already, is in the pooper. It's not great. It hasn't been great for years. And unfortunately, only 1% of the commercial radio broadcasts out there, I feel, are halfway decent, halfway worth listening to. And 99% are just regurgitated garbage over and over and over again. And I could take a Spotify account and program a better radio show, not to mention station, in my opinion, than 98% of the ones that are out there in about 2.5 hours time. As a matter of fact, I was so disenchanted with commercial radio over the last couple of years. What I did was I actually assembled a podcast playlist, if you will, on Spotify, where what I tried to do was not repeat any artist and put down as many artists and hours as I could find to really share. And I'm up to, I believe, 30 hours. And it's great. It's got a lot of great songs on it that are commercially known, many that are not, because I listen to a lot of artists that aren't being played on the radio. And I will share this playlist with you through Spotify. Just drop me an email. yourtripishort2020@gmail.com. I'd be glad to send you a link. If you also dig around, you may be able to find it. It's called On Random Only, and I will make sure that it is public. But that is what music is all about. No two brains listen to the same exact things at any given moment. And with some of the wonderful artists we have lost over the last couple of years, it's really opened my eyes a little bit as to how diverse some of my friends' tastes are. And it's had me delve into those artists a little bit, because all it took was, like, say, David Bowie passing a few years ago to make me realize how many people are David Bowie fans. Yet 99% of the public, it was me included, could really at the time only name a few David Bowie songs. And that's my fault. But in my opinion, it's also commercial radio's fault. When they could have been playing so many tracks off of Ziggy Stardust and throughout David Bowie's back catalog, instead, they only played a few songs over and over and over and over again. And as I've had random messages that I've put out there over the years, there's many artists that unfortunately I never even want to really hear from again because commercial radio just plays their radio hits to death. And what's disappointing is you take a band like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and their incredible album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and it's like I don't even want to listen to it because Under the Bridge can be thrown off the planet as far as I'm concerned. It's a great song, no questions asked, but it has been played so ad nauseum over the years that I don't even want to pick up Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Yet if you do, oh my gosh. And if you've never listened to that album, go put it on. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of the most important bands of the last 25, 30 years, hands down, and they've been killed by commercial radio. Yet they have so many wonderful songs out there, and there are numerous bands that are like that. So I've kind of gone off on a tangent, which is a little bit what I do when I open up the microphone and I start talking about things that I'm passionate about. And music is extremely high on that list. And for anybody that knows me and has known me, they know that. And they accept that. And I'm hoping if you're a stranger, that you'll accept that too. I just want you to open your ears. This is not about me talking. This is about the music that I'm sharing. And I'm going to close this up really fast because I want to put a couple of songs on here, get this approved by Spotify, and get this out there for episode 4, and keep this ball rolling. This is not about monetization. This is not about me. This is about a lot of artists that, in my opinion, are under the radar, that should truly, truly be appreciated, and their catalogs should be dove into in a greater capacity if you are unfamiliar with them. So I'm going to scare up some lesser known artists that I feel deserve that recognition. We're going to start with one of my most favorite artists of the last 12 years, hands down, Ryan Montbleau, singer-songwriter out of Massachusetts, had a great band called the Ryan Montbleau Band, broke up unfortunately a handful of years ago, and he's been a solo artist primarily since then. The cool thing is he's relocated to Burlington, Vermont, and he's around town, has had amazing songs ever since the day I started, and every album has got many gems on it. If you don't know Ryan, I'm definitely going to be dedicating a whole show to him in the not too distant future, but I wanted to start off with one of those artists that I feel needs to be recognized, and now it's going to be just a matter of what song do I introduce you to him with. And that's going to be difficult. Once I get that going, I'll be able to spiral off into some other artists. So again, thank you, veterans. Thank you for those that have listened and liked and maybe shared. This is not about me. It's about the music. So please share if you dig this so far. And thanks for coming back for more. My name's Eric Lucier. This is the Your Trip is Short podcast, episode 4. Speak soon.